food I want before I do.
Because advertising works, Wally.
That feels powerful. A little scary, but mostly powerful.
Exactly, and local businesses in our area can have that power too. With DailyDodge.com, 95.3 WBEV Radio, YouTube, and more. Businesses partner with award-winning local content that people trust. See and hear your businesses everywhere.
Everywhere, like all of our different live news and talk programming?
That's right there along with interviews including anyone from state politicians to neighborhood musicians. And that beautiful Daily Dodge TV studio you'll see can be sponsored too.
Wait, that sounds familiar. Well, anyway, what about sports fans?
Pair with 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Joining high school play-by-play coverage and passionate fans is a big win for branding a business.
How does someone get in on all of this?
Call 920-885-4442 or click Contact Us at DailyDodge.com.
Wow, it's that easy to start a great partnership for your business today.
On top of the world or bouncing back, there's no better time than right now to take care of yourself. Marshfield Clinic Primary Care helps you stay on track with recommended screenings and annual visits, or simply connect on your overall well-being. And if you find yourself in need of care quickly, we often offer same-day appointment options. Marshfield Clinic. Enjoy life with confidence. Explore appointment options today at marshfieldclinic.org/primary care.
Spring is here, so get your home's heating and cooling system in tip-top shape now at Surefire. We've kicked off our annual spring special with savings on annual maintenance for up to $60 off. Need a new system? Get up to $2,000 in rebates on a new Lennox whole home comfort system. Beat the heat and stay sweat-free this summer by claiming your savings before May 31st. Call 920-485-4883 or visit surefireinc.com for details. Surefire, keeping what's important comfortable since 1947.
Getting to know your friends and neighbors, this is Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Ashton Oberzinski and Justin the Ninja Wilski with you this morning. And Hometown Today is presented to you by our friends over at Professional Floor Covering. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center located at 713 Park Ave in Beaver Dam. They are locally owned, and Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. It's so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tiles, shower inserts, and more. But we got to talk about the countertops because they can do them in your kitchen or your bathroom. The material, color, and pattern of a countertop all play a major role in how a kitchen or bathroom model will turn out. They offer a large selection of quartz, granite, marble, and laminate countertops, and they'll help you find the perfect countertop that fits with both your lifestyle and design. Visit PROFLR.com for all your flooring needs. And we will welcome in Justin Wilski. There you are on my video. Justin, how are we today?
I'm doing really, really well. I have a question for you, Ashley.
Yes.
How many different homes have you lived in that you can remember?
2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you feel about the counters in both those homes?
So we moved when I was in 2nd grade.
Okay.
And then moved So the first house I lived in, I don't really have a great memory of it.
Right.
The house we're in now, my parents have kind of made that like their dream home, their forever home. So they're doing all of like the work on it and whatnot. Our counters to begin with in the kitchen, I remember, like chipped a lot and weren't great. We got our kitchen redone and they're a lot better now.
I've lived in quite a few places, and in almost every home I've lived in, I've had some sort of like laminate countertop.
Okay.
Which is nice because it's a good, friendly, kind of budget-friendly option that generally is pretty durable, but they tend to date things very quickly.
Yeah, that's fair.
For instance, my parents, for the longest time, before my dad did the remodel, their counters were this god-awful, like bright, like almost like orange, like you'd see on like hunters, that blaze orange they wear out deer hunting.
Really?
They were that color, and it was so bad, and it was so like late 80s, early 90s kind of color tone.
What is laminate countertops?
So it's kind of like the wood that's in it is not like real wood. Well, it is, but it isn't. It's like sawdust, and they like compress it together with a bunch of glue to make the shape, and then they put essentially like a plastic laminate kind of material over it and kind of glue it on.
Interesting. Okay.
So that way it's not solid wood. It's not like stone or anything like that. But they tend to be fairly durable.
Okay.
But I think the weirdest counters I had, mine and my wife, our very first apartment together, when we were young and poor and didn't have kids, didn't know what we were going to do with our lives.
Yeah.
It had a very small kitchenette type kitchen, and the counters and the cabinets were all steel, but they were enameled with this really hideous, like dandelion yellow enamel.
Ooh.
And it was chipping in so many places, and wherever it would chip, the steel would be exposed and would kind of rust. But we were poor, and so
Yeah.
we were happy to have it. But when I think about counters in kitchens, I'm like, yeah, a good counter. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely a good
So
idea.
fair. Yeah, and Randy over there, he's got them all.
He definitely does. I get yelled at whenever I go over there because Randy always has a rule where it's like, he wants you to kind of feel the cabinets, feel the carpet, see what's going on. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to feel the carpet, I got to do it with my feet, right? I should take my shoes off. And Ninja, keep your shoes on. Okay, fine. Your shoes are staying on.
That's funny.
What can I say? We were supposed to have a guest this morning.
We were.
I don't know if he's out there listening. Maybe he's going to pop in if he hears us talking about him. But I think we were supposed to have Craig Castanon with Dodge County Center for the Arts. It's possible they canceled and we didn't know. Our lead guy, Kale, is on vacation right now for a couple of days. But we're going to make the best of it, as we always do. Have you had a chance to swing by the Dodge County Center for the Arts?
I don't think I have.
You definitely got to swing by.
It's downtown Beaver Dam, right?
It's in the Fine Arts District, which makes total sense.
Yeah.
But well worth checking out. They always got some great art there. I've thought about, because I make some kind of cool stuff out of wood, and Craig Caston's always like, it's art. It counts as art. You should bring it in and put it on display. And I'm like, I don't know. People might be like, oh, Ninja made that. I was expecting better. Or, yeah. Are you an artist at all?
No.
Not at all?
Not. I've tried my hand at things. I am good at cricketing, but that's all technology, and all I have to do is like put in what I need from their already made designs,
Right.
and then hit print and then iron it on.
That when you first said cricketing, I was like, the sport? Like, I don't even understand the rules of cricket. You're out there playing it? That's great.
No idea. Yeah.
But no, you mean the machines.
Yes.
Yeah. My wife's got one of those, and it has like cartridges and stuff, and I'm like,
it's very cool what you can do with it.
yeah, I mean, she's made some amazing stuff. I'm like, I'll leave that to you.
I need to use it more. But the problem is that I already have too many clothes to begin with. And I know you can use it on other things.
Right.
But I really like the clothes. Like my last year for college, for our last college homecoming,
Right.
I made all 7 of my roommates, me included, shirts.
Oh.
And it was so much fun, but again, I don't need more clothes. So I got to figure out other ways to use it.
Now, you're not like my wife and maybe to some extent myself, where you're like a collector of hobbies, are you?
Yes and no. I will do hobbies and then I'll get bored of them though. So like in the fall, winter of this past year, I was really into embroidering
Okay.
and did a lot of that.
Like hand stitch embroidery?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I got a starter kit off Amazon. I was doing it every night. I haven't touched it since December.
Okay.
So I was into crocheting. I get really into things for like 2 or 3 months, and then I move on.
I can fully relate to that. My wife is very similar. The one thing that she does hold on to that's been consistent is the knitting and crocheting.
Okay.
But she falls into this pitfall that I guess a lot of knitters and crocheters do when it comes to things like major projects. She'll get most of the way through a project, and then she'll either get bored because it's repetitive,
Fair.
Or she'll get frustrated with a difficult part of the pattern, and she'll put the project on, quote, timeout.
Oh.
And I'll talk to her like a month later. I'll be like, so how's that scarf going you're making with the really cool, intricate, like woven thing? And she's like, it's on timeout. I don't want to talk about it. Like,
You know,
okay.
I really like that because there have been times where I like especially like work things that I'm just like, if I have to look at this one more minute, I will lose my mind. I like that. Time out.
Yep, you just got to get up, walk away, let it do its thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm the same way, which is why, like, in my household, and people have kind of heard me talk about this a little bit before, but, like, I have 3 different types of lasers that are designed for project making.
Wow.
I have a 3D printer. I've got a CNC machine that can do wood and metal. I've got, we've got one of those T-shirt presses.
Oh.
It's still in a box. It hasn't even been opened yet. We found it somewhere like brand new on sale for like super cheap. And my wife's like, I might want to make T-shirts someday. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean.
And now we just have it. Why not? And I think because, like, okay, so do you sew at all?
No, but I want to get into sewing.
Okay. I learned how to sew from my dad way back in the day.
Okay.
Because he was in the military, so they had to learn how to hand stitch. Mm-hmm. And so he showed me how to do that, and then he showed me how to use a machine, which he had learned from his mom. So then I picked that up as well. So I can machine sew and hand sew. Cool.
Yeah.
I get married, and my wife's like, I want to learn how to sew. I'm like, awesome. So I go out and I buy her a really nice machine.
Okay.
Like a $400 or $500 machine. I'm like, there you go. Mm-hmm. It lived in the box for a full year. Because she was afraid that she would sew her fingers together.
Oh, that's a funny fear.
And I'm like, the new machines, you can't do that. Designed, it's not like the old machines, you know. There's not like, a giant, horse and a wheel or something spinning the wheel around to do it. Like, it's just a little, you're fine. Yeah, no, I had to set her down, teach her how to use it. Since then, we've bought a second machine.
Ooh.
We have 2 sergers. She has a machine that also is an embroidery machine.
Oh, I've seen those. Those are awesome.
Oh, and we've made some cool stuff with that.
I bet.
And then most recently, we were super lucky. We went to the grand opening of the new section of the Nancy Zeman Sewing Studio.
Okay.
Downtown.
Yep.
And she won one of their really nice, expensive Bernina machines.
That's awesome.
And now that has replaced like everything in her
I bet.
sewing space. But we're sitting on so many. I'm like, we can only use one machine at a time.
Yeah,
We don't need all of these. But
yeah. Well, that's great. Well, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll keep chit-chatting about whatever. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Ugh, Randy, my kitchen and bathroom are straight out of the 90s.
Oh, like Friends reruns 90s? Or dial-up internet 90s?
Full-on dial-up, Randy. Oak cabinets, busy countertops. It's all very talk to the hand.
Sounds like your spaces need some serious upgrades. At Professional Floor Covering, we do more than floors. We've got cabinets, countertops, and design help to take your kitchen from all that to all this.
So no more as if every time I walk in?
Totally. We'll help you ditch the outdated look and bring your kitchen and bathroom into this century. You'll totes be feeling like you're in a spa, but like without all the whispering. Unless you want that, I guess. Get the process started by visiting PROFLR.com or stop by our showroom in Beaver Dam.
Nice, bro. These renovations are gonna be the bomb.
No doubt.
When life starts to sound a little bit like this, that's when you know it may be time to change your tune. The Wisconsin Lottery has exciting games starting at just $1 to help make your day sound more like this.
Scratch off, scratch off.
Quick pick, quick pick. Fast play, fast play. Jackpot, jackpot.
With so many chances to win all kinds of prizes and new games introduced all the time, including more than 80 new scratch games every year, you'll be saying,
Wisconsin Lottery, better than laundry. So many ways to play, may add some fun to my day.
Right. Wisconsin Lottery has scratch games, lotto draw games, and fast play games starting at $1, with prizes ranging from small to jackpot. Available now at your favorite Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
At Prairie Ridge Health, our physical and occupational therapy team is here to help you move with confidence again. Whether you're recovering from an injury, a fall, or regaining strength after surgery, our rehab therapists are by your side. Early morning and evening appointments are available at our clinics in Beaver Dam, Columbus, and Sun Prairie. Learn more at prairieridge.health.
Energy does more than power homes and businesses. It powers progress. Whether it's supporting new businesses coming to town or helping existing ones expand, our efforts create jobs and improve the places we all call home. At Alliant Energy, we're not just meeting today's energy needs, we're building a stronger energy future for all. It's reliable, it's resilient, and it's built for Wisconsin's future. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/community growth to learn more.
Wheel of Meat!
Every Monday morning at 7:40, listen for your chance to spin the Leroy Meats Wheel of Meat. It's full of specialty meat items. Leroy Meats Wheel of Meat, Monday mornings on 95.3 WBEV.
Hey neighbor, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. A little Friends theme song to bring us in.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Friends. That was
Big
a
fan.
great show that ran for decently long.
Yeah.
You're obviously younger than me by, double-digit years here. Did you get into the Friends thing?
I did, but my parents were big Friends people.
Okay.
Yes.
So that it was kind of the parents' hand-me-down show for you then.
Yeah, I think because I know Charlie he never really watched Friends because his parents never got into it.
Oh, poor Chucky D.
I know. He doesn't, I guess, not understanding good television.
You know, him and I have talked. You've seen his poster with the movies you have to see that he's been like slowly checking off.
Yeah, yeah.
The fact that there's so many great movies on there that he has not seen, I'm just like, did you live under a rock?
Ninja, I'm worse. Probably haven't seen his, yeah. I've always been such a TV person. Like, I've watched so many different TV shows. I never really was a big movie. But again, my dad's not a big movie guy because he doesn't like to sit down for an hour and a half, 2 hours to watch a movie. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him, but he doesn't like that. So I never really would watch a lot of movies until recently. Now I've kind of been into a movie kick where I've been watching more and actually good movies like Sicario. Did you ever watch Sicario?
Yes.
Watched that one the other day. This one's shocking. Devil Wears Prada. I had never seen until about, I think, a month ago.
Okay. I mean, great movie. Anne Hathaway, amazing. And they got a sequel coming out.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
Exactly. And I was like, that's exactly why I watched it. But when I said that, people are like shocked that I'd never seen Devil Wears Prada. And I was like, yeah, I haven't. There are movies there are iconic movies that I've never seen.
I tell people this all the time. My wife grew up in a fairly religious household, and they were only allowed to watch Disney films or films that were really old, and the family had fully vetted them to be appropriate for kids and whatever. So when we got together, I had, at the time we started dating, I had a VHS, because I'm old, people, a VHS collection of almost 1,800 films.
Wow.
And bookshelves of movies. I was my own video store. And she came in and she's like, what are all these? I'm like, they're movies. And she's like, I've never heard of any of these. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, some of these are blockbuster films.
Yeah.
You've never heard of them? Like, the one that I can remember that she did know, that, like, she immediately was like, oh, Top Gun. And I'm like, how do you know Top Gun? But you don't know, like, Risky Business, you know? And she's like, yeah, I never watched that. I never even heard of that. And
do you remember the first movie you guys watched together?
so the first movie we watched together has now become a comfort film for her.
Really?
Which is a weird thing, because when I tell you the name of the movie, you're going to be like, a comfort film? That? But it's one that, like, she'll watch it every time if she's bored, or if she's just like, hey, I'm just doing some cleaning or whatever, and I want to throw something on for background noise that I can stop and watch periodically.
Yeah.
She'll pop it in. Shawshank Redemption.
Really?
Out of everything, that's the one.
That's so funny.
It's crazy, and I'll just be like, what is it? Is it Morgan Freeman's voice? Because I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I love the way he says Andy Dufresne. I don't know, but she absolutely digs it.
That's hilarious. Like, that is not what I would expect for a comfort movie to be. Shawshank Redemption.
Absolutely. Is there a film that you have to sit down and watch every time it's on?
Yeah, I always like to put on Just Go With It with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Yep.
I always, that one is probably a comfort movie for me.
I do like a good Sandler film. In his later stuff, now that he's gotten a little bit older, a little more mature, he doesn't have to do the shock factor quite as much.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he actually is a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
He does a pretty good job. So I give him a lot of props. And plus, anything Jennifer Aniston's in. Have you seen We're the Millers?
Yes, such a good movie. So
Amazing
funny.
Film. Amazing film. We can talk about movies all day if we really
and this is actually perfect timing, because our question of the week is about movies, and we're going to be talking about that here next. So we'll be right back on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders have just approved the $81 billion sale to Paramount in a mega merger that could vastly reshape Hollywood. President Trump is posting that he has ordered the military to shoot and kill small Iranian boats that have deployed mines in the Strait of Hormuz. A ship believed to have been smuggling sanctioned Iranian oil seized in the strait, and the U.S. blockade continues.
It's unclear how long the ceasefire will be extended. Iran is refusing to negotiate until the U.S. ends its blockade of Iranian ports. But the president says he won't do that. So far, the U.S. Navy turning around 28 ships and cracking down on Iran's so-called dark fleet of illicit shipping vessels. U.S. forces boarding an oil tanker in Asia.
ABC's Rachel Scott. Michael Tilson Thomas, the renowned American composer and conductor, has died at the age of 81. Tilson Thomas received 39 Grammy Award nominations, winning a dozen. This is ABC News.
Catch Z's with Slumberland and catch all the excitement happening at 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge, on now at the Slumberland Furniture Studio.
Now this news update on Wisconsin Radio Network. I'm Ted Allen. The Wisconsin Supreme Court's weighing whether voter eligibility records should be public. The court held arguments Tuesday concerning whether records identifying people found incompetent to vote should be public. The Wisconsin Voter Alliance wants access to notices of voting eligibility to check against voter rolls. A University of Wisconsin-Madison scientist is facing felony charges for allegedly attempting to poison a colleague. Investigators say a co-worker of 41-year-old Makoto Kuroda at the UW Influenza Research Institute noticed a strange smell and taste in his water bottle, which later tested positive for chloroform. And a financial boost for a major project at the UW campus. The University of Wisconsin School of Engineering has received a $25 million donation from alumni donors John and Tasha Morgridge for the Philip A. Levy Engineering Center, bringing fundraising efforts closer to the initial goal of $150 million.
We Energies want you to keep this important safety message in mind. Many of the utilities serving your neighborhood run underground. So before you start digging, planting, or landscaping on your property, call 811 to have underground utilities marked. Erosion and outdoor projects can change the ground level around buried utilities, and they may be closer to the surface than you think. Calling 811 at least 3 business days before you plan to dig will help you know what's below. This can prevent a costly or hazardous situation. And here's the best part. Our representatives will mark the underground utilities on your property for free. That's right, there's no cost to you. The service is completely free. So remember, whether the project is big or small, stay safe and call before you dig. For more safety information, visit weenergies.com.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
In sports, the Brewers dropped Game 2 of their three-game set in Detroit, 5-2 last night. The rubber match is later on today. Coverage begins at 11:35. First pitch at 12:10 on 95.3 WBEV. It's day one of the NFL draft in Pittsburgh. The Packers don't have a first-round pick. They wait until the 52nd overall pick in the second round. Complete draft coverage all day long on 1430 ESPN. Beaver Dam, Las Vegas has the number 1 overall pick. High school girls soccer tonight on Daily Dodge TV. Beaver Dam hosts Oshkosh North. Pre-game coverage set for 4:45. The opening kick set for 5 o'clock. That's your Daily Dodge Sports Center. I'm Wade Bates on 95.3 WBEV.
95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
A mix of clouds and sun today with a high of 80. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Overcast tonight, storms likely 59. Cloudy skies tomorrow, chance of thunderstorms. High temperatures reach up to 68. A blend of clouds and sun Saturday with a high of 66. 65 Sunday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Currently, it's 61 degrees.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Wisconsin, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
QBS Law is located in Beaver Dam and Mayville. Make QBS Law your first call when you need help with personal injury claims, disability, litigation cases, business matters, corporate and business issues, criminal traffic and drunk driving cases, real estate transactions, probate estate planning, and more. When you need legal help, make QBS Law your first call. They have got your back with offices in Beaver Dam and Mayville. Visit QBSLaw.com.
Ashley, quick question. How does my phone know exactly what food I want before I do?
Because advertising works, Wally.
That feels powerful. A little scary, but mostly powerful.
Exactly. And local businesses in our area can have that power too. With DailyDodge.com, 95.3 WBEV Radio, YouTube, and more. Businesses partner with award-winning local content that people trust. See and hear your businesses everywhere.
Everywhere, like all of our different live news and talk programming?
That's right. Right there along with interviews including anyone from state politicians to neighborhood musicians. And that beautiful Daily Dodge TV studio you'll see can be sponsored too.
Wait, that sounds familiar. Well, anyway, what about sports fans?
Pair with 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Joining high school play-by-play coverage and passionate fans is a big win for branding a business.
How does someone get in on all of this?
Call 920-885-4442 or click Contact Us at DailyDodge.com.
Wow, it's that easy to start a great partnership for your business today.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
If you like to see silly people do silly things, come see a show where everything is made up on the spot with your suggestions and input. Improv comedy is all about thinking quickly, and every performance is different, so you're guaranteed a unique experience. Mission Improbable returns to the BDACT Fine Arts Center April 24th and 25th to entertain and amaze. You don't want to miss this. The shows are geared to delight audiences ages 5 to 95. Get your tickets today at bdact.org.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering. You're listening to Hometown Today on the 5,000-watt flamethrower on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And it is Thursday, which means it is Question of the Week time.
Now, I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce the question of the week to everybody, Ashley, because if I do it, we all know I will start rambling as it's a topic I love.
Our question of the week is, what is your favorite 90s animated movie? And we had some comments, Ninja.
We
okay?
did. Good. Yeah.
So let's see what our very own Kale Zomer said. Land Before Time, despite how much it traumatized me.
I think if you were a kid who could remember what you were watching in the 90s and you saw that film, guaranteed, your parents were like, hey, do you want to watch the dinosaur movie? You're like, no. Not
I
happening.
used to love Land Before Time.
And then they made, like 45 sequels, and all the sequels were somehow musicals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch that again. I forgot about it.
Every now and then you need a good cry. I get it.
Yeah. Joe Searvogel, sorry if I just messed up that name, he said The Lion King. Good one.
You can't go wrong with The Lion King. And, I always tell people it has a great story because it's Hamlet. But it's a really good film.
Yeah, I love The Lion King. Michelle Schultz said Anything by Disney. Completely agree.
They kind of dominated the animated film series in the 90s.
They did. Dylan Searvogel said Toy Story, the original, was the best one by far.
I mean, it was really good, and that was that Disney-Pixar kind of collaboration.
Yeah.
The first one for the two of them to really come together and make something cool. So yeah, that one's gonna hit home for a lot of people, I think.
I like Toy Story 1 and I think 2, and then the third one is when they lost me because they had that evil bear. Or maybe that was Toy Story 4. I remember being so mad about that at that evil bear. Then lastly, Beth Caston Baker said, as a kid, I loved watching Aladdin.
Aladdin is phenomenal. Great music in it. Robin Williams as Genie did a great job. That one's definitely on my favorites list. Pretty high up there.
Ninja, question for you. Mm-hmm. So I'll start with my favorite 90s movie. I love Beauty and the Beast. It's been always one of my favorites.
Okay.
However, what is your take on these animated films then becoming real life depictions? Because I loved the Beauty and the Beast real life version as well.
I was incredibly pleasantly surprised by the live action Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like it's not necessary.
Oh, fair.
I think as a kid, when we were watching it, even though we knew it was animated, in our minds, that was just as good as live action.
Yeah.
We didn't need to see an actual person there because we saw everything we needed to see in the animation. It is very, very difficult for live action to capture the look we remember.
Yeah, for sure.
But when it comes to live action Beauty and the Beast, and I'm forgetting her name now.
Emma Watson.
Yes.
Yep.
Her as I almost said her as Hermione. Her as Belle was really good.
Yeah.
She looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of the guy who played Gaston.
Ooh.
But he did a great job.
Yeah, I'm slipping on his name as well.
Josh Gad as
yes. Oh my gosh.
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Yes.
I forget the guy's name. Like, he did a phenomenal job.
LeFou.
Yes.
LeFou. Yeah.
They really cast that movie well.
They did. I agree.
And so there was no controversy there. There was no like, oh, well, that's not how I pictured, or that's not how they were drawn.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was Luke Evans was Gaston. That was going to bother me.
And he did a great job.
Yeah. So, I just Beauty and the Beast, one of my favorites. What is your go-to 90s animated film?
So, the one that I thought of, and we've got an official ranker here of the top 10, and mine did make the top 10, which is good, because I absolutely loved the Hercules animated film from Disney.
Okay, that's a good one.
The music in that one was just top notch. Oh my God, James Woods as Hades.
Yep.
Like, he knew what he was doing. Danny DeVito as Frank, not Frank. I'm forgetting who his character was. The satyr.
Whoa, they made a. I didn't even realize they made a Disney one. There we go.
Yep.
They made a not Disney one.
Yeah, they did make a not Disney one, which was not great. Yeah, I mean that movie absolutely amazing.
Phil. Danny DeVito was Phil.
Phil, yes.
Yes.
Yes, Philatides. Okay. Let me give you the top 10 according to Ranker.
Okay.
And give me your thoughts on it. Number 10 was Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Which I'm going to ask you right now. Christmas movie or Halloween movie?
Oh. I don't remember the last time I've seen Night Before Christmas. Nightmare Before. I don't know.
We argue in our household it has to be a Christmas movie because he's delivering presents to Santa.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
that's fair.
That's our go-to for that one. That'd be number 10. Number 9 was A Bug's Life.
Okay. Yep. Solid.
Which came out at the same time as, what was it, Ants? Which was done by, I think, DreamWorks or something.
Really?
And one did way better than the other. Bug's Life came out on top of that one. Number 8, I really enjoyed this movie. It's a great movie. The music in it's really good. A Goofy movie.
Yes. Yep. I forgot that was in the 90s.
I forgot it was in the 90s, too, until I saw this list, and I was like, oh, Goofy movie. Goofy's just great. He's one of the best all-time characters.
Yeah.
Speaking of Toy Story 2 came in number 7th on the list.
Okay.
Not too bad. Hercules, my pick, came in number 6. Mulan, another great film, came in number 5. Did not like the live-action version of that one. They kind of completely changed the story and took away a lot. Yeah.
Fair.
Unnecessary there. Number 4 was Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
Made it very well on the list. Number 3, Aladdin. We heard that mentioned by one of our listeners. Number 2, The Lion King, also mentioned. And number 1, the undisputed champ, and I don't know if anybody's going to knock it off the top. It's got so many votes. Toy Story came in at number 1.
Okay. Yep.
I actually brought this question up to my wife last night, and she immediately threw out 2 films that I love. And I had to break her a little bit because I was like, babe, those both came out in 2000.
No.
Like literally the year 2000. Like just missed it.
What were they?
One of them is a Disney film. And one of our all-time favorite Disney films, The Emperor's New Groove.
Yep. Okay. Good one.
I absolutely love that film.
Yeah.
And then the other one is kind of a little-known film. I shouldn't say little-known. It didn't do well in the box office.
Okay.
I saw it in theaters and loved it. Has a great cast. I'm going to tell you the cast before I even tell you the film.
Okay.
It's got Matt Damon.
Okay.
Drew Barrymore. Bill Pullman. Jim Cummings, who does so many voices everywhere.
Yep.
Janine Garofalo.
Okay.
John Leguizamo. Nathan Lane. Like...
The stacked cast.
Yeah. Tone Loc, who's, everybody knows from Funky Cole Medina, the singer.
Mm-hmm.
All of them voicing characters in this film. It was done by Fox Animation Studio. It's called Titan AE.
Titan AE.
Titan AE.
So why did it do well in the box office?
I think it was one of those where people just didn't know what it was because it wasn't a known product.
Interesting, okay.
And so they tried to market it. They put out like some comics that were kind of a prequel to the movie to get people excited, and a few little like novellas to get people kind of excited for it. But people just didn't know what it was. It wasn't a known story property like it, you get with like an Aladdin or a Lion King or whatever. And it wasn't just a sequel to something that was already out there. But highly recommend people check it out. Soundtrack is phenomenal. The animation on it is crazy. And it holds the distinction of being the very first film to be fully digitally transmitted from the studio to the film theater.
Oh, wow.
At its time. Like, otherwise, they were still, like, carrying boxes of film to people.
Wow.
Like, it was the first one to be digitally transmitted fully.
That's crazy.
So,
that's awesome.
Well worth checking out if you're in the market for a good film. But yeah, they were just, both of them, 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. There's some I was looking at, and I was like trying to decide. I was like, what are some of the 1991s that I'm just like forgetting?
Right.
And Tarzan, Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Goofy movie was on here.
Yep. Pocahontas.
Yep. Lion King 2 was on here.
Yeah.
Not a big Lion King 2 fan.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I remember it really.
I kind of wasn't there like another like Scar had a kid or something?
Yeah, it was something weird.
It was not as memorable. It wasn't as impactful, and plus the soundtrack was nowhere near as good.
No, I know. I kind of want to watch The Lion King now. I might do that tonight.
There you go. We need to have like team like movie viewings. We'll just
We
pick a
should.
film and just.
We got a lot of movie buffs in the office.
We really do, and
Yeah.
we could come up with some amazing watch parties together. I'm sure.
We
And
could.
Wally will make brownies because that's
Yeah.
his go-to, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be living large.
Popcorn, brownies, case of Ling Ling, we'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got to take our final break. But when we come back, we'll be talking about what's going on in Dodge County. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
This is Matt Heyer from Heyer Insurance and Estate Planning. Are you nervous about retirement? Has your income plan been battle tested? No worries. Call us at Heyer Insurance, where our team gets to know each client's individual story, and we educate how to solve problems while creating opportunities in the way that best impacts your retirement journey. We work closely with clients to develop comprehensive plans and manage them to optimize results. For a complimentary consult, call us 920-887-0580. And remember, when you want to retire, call Heyer.
Everyone knows summer doesn't start until the volleyball leagues at Tower Lanes do. The matches run Monday through Friday nights, starting the week of May 11th. Get your team together. It's only $50 to reserve a spot. This league is all about fun. No refs, just friendly competition. Play on sand courts, enjoy the outdoor bar, partake in the food and drink specials, and even rush through some pitcher races. Rosters fill fast. Register before the intro meeting April 27th at bowlinbeaverdam.com. See you in the sand at Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-990-1551. That's 800-990-1551.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Here it comes.
Surprise! There's an avocado shortage! Now half your food truck menu is costing more than it's making you! Also, you're out of napkins!
Those aren't cheap.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, an ice cream truck stole your parking spot! Looks like you're in a turf war!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Hi, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, and you're listening to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. I don't really, well, it's nice out today, and we got some sports, or a sport.
We do. We've got girls soccer on the docket tonight on Daily Dodge TV. Oshkosh North coming to town and take on the Beaver Dam girls soccer team. So Wade and Aiden will be out there broadcasting live from the Hometown Glass and Improvement broadcast booth.
Ooh.
Which have you gone out there to see what that looks like for them?
No, I haven't yet.
It's amazing. They give us one of those scissor lifts.
Oh.
And we put Wade on it and we put Aiden on it, and depending on the amount of wind and Wade's comfort level that day, they could be 10 feet in the air, they could be 15 feet in the air, or even higher. I think Aiden's like, let's just take it to the top every time.
Yeah, I can see that.
And Wade's like, maybe not today. maybe we keep it a little bit lower.
Interesting. That's awesome.
But it gives us a nice bird's eye view. Well, not quite bird's eye, but
Yeah.
higher view of the entire soccer field, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I bet.
So
That's
we
a-
highly appreciate that.
Yeah, they're awesome over there, and they got, I know, softball and baseball both have their new fields. It's quite the complex over there.
They definitely do. Obviously, soccer is still being happening at the Prairie Ridge, Prairie Ridge School, or Prairie View. Why did I say Ridge? Prairie View School. So it's still happening there. I think they're hoping to raise money to get that completely swapped out.
Wow.
Because right now that field is still, it kind of has like a hump to it in a way.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So depending on where you're standing, you might not be able to see like where the ball is on the other side.
Oh God.
So there's some things there, and who knows? Maybe at that point they'll give us an official press box that we can go hang out in.
Yeah.
But still fun to play over there. So that should be a lot of fun. Hoping Beaver Dam girls can bring home a win tonight. Speaking of athletes, I feel like we got to talk about this at least briefly. It was signing day yesterday.
Yes.
For 8 of our high school athletes who have all now signed on the dotted line and committed to various
That's
schools.
awesome.
There's a story about it on Daily Dodge if you want to go to the sports tab and check that out. There's also video of them doing the signing and a little interview with Wade Bates after the fact. You can see that up on DailyDodgeTV. Great group of kids, all really excited.
Yeah.
And it I was never a sports prodigy. So there was never nobody was reaching out to me to be like, hey Ninja, you want to come do competitive chess? And my football skills after freshman year started to degrade fast. But some of these kids, they were getting contacted in 8th grade.
Yeah.
They were recognized that early as being just really standout athletes.
I know, that's insane.
In 8th grade, people were just kind of like, oh, there's that kid again with the red hair. Just look the other way. Did you play sports?
Yeah, I played softball. Softball was my main sport. So I played 12 years of competitive and then was on varsity all 4 years of high school and wanted to possibly play in college. But I tore my labrum in my shoulder, and my shoulder just had so much wear and tear on it that it was just, I ended up having surgery, and it was the whole thing. So stopped playing, and then I played basketball up until my sophomore year of high school and volleyball up until my freshman year of high school.
The basketball one makes me laugh just a little bit, only because you are so
short,
vertically deficient.
Yeah. It's my dad. My dad, his favorite sport, he loves basketball. He's 58 and he played until he was 55. Wow. He was playing in the mornings at the gym. So he always loved basketball. That's where I got my love for it. And that was him and I's bonding activity. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to be good at basketball when you're 5 foot and I only played on JV. I never made it to varsity because those girls are 6 foot, and I'm sitting here at 5 foot. They're going to block me, It was never going to work out.
Yeah, we're not going to see Ashley dropping too many of them from
No.
the line. That's for sure.
At all. So, yeah, and then volleyball was just for fun. I was never good at volleyball. I just wanted to do another sport, I guess.
I'm a big fan of volleyball. In high school, me and a buddy used to 2-person up against the girls' volleyball team and hold our own pretty well.
It's a fun sport.
Yeah, it is a fun sport. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Sadly, I think we're out of time.
We are. We do have the Brewers on at 11:35 today.
Yes.
That's the only other thing, really. But yeah, otherwise else, we will be back same time, same place tomorrow for Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
We are the Hoekstra crew from Hoekstra's Market and Greenhouse by Fox Lake.
We are now open.